when Sophie's feelings are really, really hurt. When Sophie loves to paint. She also loves the woods. Now Miss Morley is telling the class, after school, find a tree you like a lot. Look at it carefully, the trunk, the branches, the leaves. Tomorrow we're going to paint that tree from memory. So she's showing them the tree over here. So they're supposed to look carefully at the trunk, the branches, and the leaves so they can draw their tree tomorrow. I like all their paint supplies over here. It's a nice classroom. Sophie already has a favorite tree, a big beech in the woods by her house. Whenever she feels angry or sad, she climbs this tree and her anger and sadness melt away. She's walking out to her favorite tree. I see animals peeking out. There's a little bird, a butterfly, a fox back here. Someone's working in their garden. Sophie feels good just walking toward her tree. Her breathing is deep and slow. She looks at the beech tree carefully. The trunk is thick at the bottom and thin at the top, like a long triangle, and the branches grow straight out and then curve. Let's see how big that tree is. It does. It is big at the bottom and it goes up to a triangle, doesn't it? It's a little red bird right there sitting on the branch. She's looking up. It's a tall tree. As she climbs, Sophie feels smooth, dark under her hands, bark under her hands. She looks closely at the bark, the branches, and the leaves. When she looks up, the leaves glow in the sun. Sophie sits on the high branch and holds the trunk, memorizing everything. She climbs down and carries her memories home. So she climbed all the way up the trunk, and she says it's smooth bark. In school the next day, Sophie is excited. She knows her painting will show how much she loves the tree. She can see it in her mind. But when she paints the trunk gray, it looks dull and sad. It feels all wrong. My tree isn't sad at all. Sophie thinks, what can I do? See, they're all working on their trees. Looks like he started on the sky over here. She's starting her tree. She paints her tree turquoise blue. Wow, not sad anymore. But now she has another problem. If the tree is blue, what color is the sky? And there's Sophie. I like her braids. Sophie paints the sky orange. Now the tree pops right out. The beech looks wonderful, the way it makes her feel. But plain green leaves look too dark. Sophie remembers how much each leaf glowed in the sun. She tries yellow and mixes in some green. She even knows this color's name. Chartreuse. Yes. See all the different colors? There's purple and orange. It's like another purple, blue, green, yellow. How can she make the tree still more wonderful? She paints yellow all around it, as if it's shiny. She fills her shining tree with animals she has seen in the woods. Wow, so she drew like a squirrel and a bird, something hanging here, and a squirrel, a ladybug. I bet you know what that is, like a caterpillar. Oh, Sophie is ever happy now. Andrew looks over at her painting. Sophie, your tree is wrong, he says. Real trees aren't blue. Other children move closer to see. You made a goofy orange sky too, Andrew says. Everyone starts to giggle. We're supposed to paint a real tree, Sophie. You did it wrong. Wow, doesn't sound very nice, does it? Sophie feels her face get hot. She stares down at her sneakers. There's sneakers, there they are. She feels tears dribbling down her cheeks. She wants to just not be there. Everybody's giggling and whispering. Why did she do it all wrong? She hates her picture. She hates to paint. She's a little disappointed that the other kids didn't like her tree. Suddenly, Miss Mulry is there. What's happening, Sophie? She asked. She did it wrong, says Andrew. She made it all weird colors. Miss Mulry smiles. Sophie, tell us about your painting, she says. It's my favorite tree, Sophie mumbles. I did look at everything, just like you said. The branches go straight out and curvy, and the leaves are jiggly. I tried painting the trunk gray, but it looked too sad. Sophie's voice got stronger. So I painted it bright blue because that's how it makes me feel. How is that? Asked Miss Morley. It makes me feel good and strong. Yes, says Miss Morley. When I look at your picture, I feel that too. So the teacher got it. That's a good thing. She likes Sophie's picture. She holds up Sophie's painting for the class to see. This is a beech tree, isn't it, Sophie? Sophie nods. She feels better. So Sophie now feels better because her teacher likes her picture. But trees aren't blue, Andrew says. That's true, Miss Morley laughs. Sophie looked very carefully and painted what she saw. She continues, and she used colors to show her feelings. Tell us about your picture, Andrew, said Miss Morley. It's a pine tree, Andrew said. It's thirsty, with patchy bark. The piney needles are sharp and pokey. Sophie points at the roots. His tree is holding on to the hill like it will never let go, ever. Yes, said Miss Morley, perhaps that shows some of Andrew's feelings about his tree. She holds up the two pictures. Both artists looked carefully at their trees and made very different and very special paintings. Wow, let's put all the paintings on the floor. Find something special and different in every one. Maybe sometime something you want to see to use the next time you paint. Sophie looks at her painting for a long time. Andrew looks at it too. Your blue tree does look kind of happy, he says. And I like how your tree holds on tight, Sophie replies. So here are some of the other trees. See this one? Made the tree all round with birds in a bird nest. They must have seen the birds. This one's like all curvy and thin. This is round with flowers. And look, this is just oval shaped and thin by the house. That's probably where that child lives, is in that house. I painted that one. All different kinds of trees, huh? After school, Sophie walks to her beech tree, but she doesn't feel angry or sad or hurt anymore. Sophie loves painting, and she loves her tree, and she loves just being Sophie. I hope you enjoyed that.